Hello everyone, welcome to Communication for Happiness. This video is all about PTE academic. First of all, I would like to tell you what PTE is, the exam format of the PTE test and why you should choose PTE. Alright, let's talk about what is PTE. It is a computerized test of English language for abroad education and immigration. It is a faster, fairer and simple English test and it is accepted by the Australian, UK and New Zealand government for visa applications, and it is also accepted by 1K plus institutions in USA and 90% of top universities and colleges in Canada. Now let's talk about how PTE academic works. The very first step is to choose a test center, and as I have already mentioned that it is a computer based test and the duration of this test is 2 hours. This test evaluates the language skills required for studying, working or living in an English speaking country. It consists of 20 questions, and if I talk about what makes PTE different, तो इसमें सबसे पहले हम बात करते हैं PTE स्कोरिंग की. PTE स्कोरिंग जो है वो AI स्कोरिंग है. इट मीन्स जो इसका जो रिज़ल्ट होता है वो बहुत फास्ट और एक्यूरेट होता है एंड यू विल गेट योर स्कोर कार्ड विद इन 24 hours. Before starting the exam, make sure your microphone position is correct so there is no breathing sound in your recording. Make sure you keep your microphone 2 fingers apart from your mouth and place it between your mouth and your chin. The test consists of 4 modules: speaking, writing, reading and listening. The test starts with the speaking module. The very first question in this module is your personal introduction. This question does not contribute to your score, but what I always recommend to all my students is that make sure you always give an introduction. Why? Because that will help you to get into the flow of the exam. You will be given 25 seconds for preparation and 30 seconds to record your response. After that, you will get 5 questions in this module: read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture and answer short question. In the read aloud, you have to read the passage given on your screen. You will be given 40 seconds for preparation. After the preparation time is over, you will hear a beep sound. After the beep sound, your recording will be started and you have to read that passage with fluency and correct pronunciation. If you remain silent for longer than 3 seconds, the recording will stop and you will get 6 to 7 read aloud or paragraphs in your test. स्पीकिंग का जो स्कोर होता है वो 3 फैक्टर्स पे बेस्ड होता है: कंटेंट, ओरल फ्लुएंसी एंड प्रोनाउंसिएशन. इफ़ आई टॉक अबाउट कंटेंट इज स्कोर्ड बाय काउंटिंग द नंबर ऑफ करेक्ट वर्ड्स इन योर रिस्पॉन्स. इट मीन्स अगर आप पैसेज में कोई भी वर्ड स्किप कर देते हो या फिर कोई वर्ड ऐड ऑन कर देते हो, दैट विल नेगेटिवली अफेक्ट योर स्कोर. And if I talk about oral fluency, you do not have to speak too fast and too slow as well. What I recommend is a little bit faster than your natural pace. Don't worry about your accent. Do not try to copy any kind of accent because accent doesn't really matter. Just make sure you speak clear and louder. Don't just read like a robot. And if I talk about pronunciation is scored by determining if your speech is easily understandable to most regular speakers of the language. If you mispronounce the word, then it will negatively affect your score. Your reading and speaking skills are tested by this question and इसके जो मार्क्स होते हैं वो रीडिंग और स्पीकिंग दोनों ही मॉड्यूल्स में ऐड ऑन होते हैं. और एक रीड अलाउड आपका 15 मार्क्स का होता है, 5 फॉर कंटेंट, 5 फॉर प्रोनाउंसिएशन एंड 5 मार्क्स गोज टू योर ओरल फ्लुएंसी. The next question type is repeat sentence. In the repeat sentence, you will hear a sentence that could be between 7 to 15 words. You have to speak the same sentence with fluency and try to speak as much as content you can. For example, अगर 10 to 12 words का कोई sentence है and आपको उसमें से सिर्फ 7 to 8 words समझ आए हैं या पिक कर पाए हो, तो आपको जो 7 to 8 words हैं वो भी with fluency, with correct pronunciation बोलने हैं. रिपीट सेंटेंस में जो आपकी स्किल्स असेस की जाती हैं वो है आपकी लिसनिंग एंड स्पीकिंग स्किल्स. इसकी जो स्कोरिंग होती है वो कंटेंट, प्रोनाउंसिएशन एंड ओरल फ्लुएंसी पे बेस्ड होती है. यू विल गेट 3 फॉर कंटेंट एंड 5 फॉर प्रोनाउंसिएशन एंड 5 फॉर ओरल फ्लुएंसी. कंटेंट के मार्क्स जो होते हैं वो इस तरह से डिवाइडेड होते हैं कि अगर आप पूरा सेंटेंस सेम सीक्वेंस में रिपीट कर रहे हो तो आपको 3 मार्क्स मिलेंगे। अगर आप 50% सेंटेंस पिक कर पा रहे हो, उसको करेक्ट सीक्वेंस में बोल रहे हो, तो आपको 2 मार्क्स मिलेंगे। और अगर आप लेस देन 50% सेंटेंस जो है वो सीक्वेंस में बोल रहे हो, करेक्ट सीक्वेंस में, तो आपको 1 मार्क मिलेगा। अगर आपका एक भी वर्ड मैच नहीं कर रहा है सेंटेंस के साथ, देन यू विल डेफिनेटली गेट 0। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन टाइप इज डिस्क्राइब इमेज। डिस्क्राइब इमेज में आपको एक स्क्रीन पे इमेज शो होगी। इट कैन बी अ बार ग्राफ, लाइन ग्राफ और एनी अदर काइंड ऑफ इमेज, and you will get 25 seconds for the preparation, and after that you will hear a beep sound. You just have to describe that image in detail for 40 seconds. Describe image जो है वो 15 marks की है, 5 for oral fluency, 5 for pronunciation and 5 for content. And it is clearly mentioned in PTE guidelines that your answer should be well organized and you must add conclusion based on the information. Then only you will get good score in content. एंड अगर मैं एग्ज़ाम्पल की बात करूँ, स्क्रीन पे जो आप एग्ज़ाम्पल देख रहे हो उसमें आपको फर्स्ट जो प्रायोरिटी देनी है वो आपको टॉपिक इंट्रोड्यूस कराना है। देन जो इमेज में से जो भी आपको लग रहा है मेन आइडियाज़ हैं, मेन पॉइंट्स हैं, वो आपको बोलने हैं, एंड देन लास्ट में आपको कंक्लूड करनी है इमेज। The next question is retail lecture. In retail lecture you will hear a lecture. During the lecture you can make notes of that lecture. Just pick the important keywords and write down on the notebook. After the audio is over, you are given 10 seconds to prepare, and then you will hear a beep sound. After that beep sound, you need to talk about that lecture for 40 seconds, and make sure you include all the main points of the lecture, and if you correct yourself or repeat your ideas, then it will negatively affect your score. The next question type is answer short question. In this you will hear a question and you have to give a simple and short answer. For example, what type of periodical is published on a daily basis? If you speak newspapers or its newspapers that are published every day, both these answers would score the same marks. आंसर शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन में आपकी एबिलिटी को जज किया जाता है कि आप क्वेश्चन को कितना अंडरस्टैंड कर पाए हो, एंड इसके जो मार्क्स हैं वो ऐड होते हैं आपके लिसनिंग मॉड्यूल में, स्पीकिंग मॉड्यूल में एंड वोकैबुलरी में। After the speaking module, next is your writing module. This section consists of 2 questions, summarize written text and essay. In summarize written text, you will be given a passage with a maximum of 200 words, and you have to summarize that passage into one sentence containing 5 to 75 words. You will be given 10 minutes to write the summary of that text. समराइज रिटन टेक्स्ट के मार्क्स आपके रीडिंग और राइटिंग दोनों ही मॉड्यूल्स में ऐड होते हैं। समराइज रिटन टेक्स्ट जो है वो 7 मार्क्स का है। 4 डिफरेंट फैक्टर्स पे डिपेंड करती है इसकी स्कोरिंग, कंटेंट, फॉर्म, ग्रामर एंड वोकैबुलरी। यू विल गेट 2 मार्क्स फॉर कंटेंट, 1 मार्क फॉर फॉर्म एंड 2 मार्क्स फॉर ग्रामर एंड 2 फॉर वोकैबुलरी। कंटेंट में ये है कि जो मेन आइडियाज़ हैं पैसेज में वो आप अपनी समरी में इंक्लूड करो, एंड फॉर्म में ये है कि आपको जो समरी लिखनी है वो एक सिंगल सेंटेंस में लिखनी है, और वर्ड लिमिट जो उसकी होनी चाहिए वो है 5 to 75 वर्ड्स। अगर आप वर्ड लिमिट क्रॉस कर देते हो देन यू विल गेट 0 इन फॉर्म, एंड अगर आपके एक बार 0 आ गए हैं फॉर्म में देन जो बाकी के 3 फैक्टर्स हैं वो भी 0 हो जाएंगे। एंड ग्रामर के लिए आपको 2 मार्क्स मिलेंगे। अगर आप कोई भी ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक नहीं करते हो तो उसमें आपके कोई भी मार्क्स डिडक्ट नहीं होंगे। वोकैबुलरी में आप अप्रोप्रिएट वर्ड्स का यूज़ करो अपनी समरी में, तो उसमें भी आपके कोई भी मार्क्स डिडक्ट नहीं होंगे। बट अगर आपके कंटेंट और फॉर्म में इन दोनों में से किसी भी फैक्टर में 0 हो जाते हैं तो आपके समराइज रिटन टेक्स्ट में ओवरऑल मार्क्स जो होंगे वो 0 होंगे। द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इन राइटिंग मॉड्यूल इज essay. In this question you will be given a topic and you have to write an essay between 200 to 300 words within 20 minutes. The scoring is based on different factors. You will get 3 marks for content, 2 marks for development, structure and coherence, 2 marks for form, 2 marks for general linguistic range, 2 marks for grammar, 2 marks for vocabulary and 2 marks for spelling. If you are explaining the topic in detail with examples, then you will get 3 marks in content. But if your essay does not address the topic, you will not receive any score points for your essay on any of the 7 factors. Your essay will be scored 0. Okay, coming to the next module, that is your reading section. In this module, the first question type is reading and writing fill in the blanks. In this question type, you will get 4 to 5 paragraphs in your exam. There are 4 to 5 blanks in that passage, and with each blank, you will get 4 different options. To answer the question or blank, click on this black arrow, and to choose an answer, just click on the option that you want. There is no negative marking, so make sure you attempt all the blanks. This question type affects the scoring of reading as well as writing. In reading, the next question type is multiple choice, multiple answer. In this question type, read the passage given on your screen and answer the multiple choice question. There is more than one correct option and you need to select all the options that you think are correct. In PTE, there are 3 questions in which there is a negative marking, and this is one of them. And if you choose a wrong answer, you will get -1. So choose the option if you are confident. The next question type is reorder paragraphs. In reorder paragraphs, you get 4 to 5 sentences and you have to arrange those sentences in correct order or sequence. First, try to make pairs and then arrange them in the correct order. For example, if you get 4 sentences, you can make only 3 pairs and you will get 1 mark for each correct pair. Next question type is fill in the blanks. In reading fill in the blanks, you will get 4 to 5 paragraphs in your exam. There are 4 to 5 blanks in that passage, and below that passage you will get a list of options, and you need to drag and drop the options to fill the gaps in the text. You will get 1 mark for each correct blank and there is no negative marking, and this question type affects the scoring of only reading. The last question type is multiple choice single answer. For this item type, you need to read the passage and answer the multiple choice question. In this, you will get 4 options and you have to choose only one. If you choose the correct option, you will get 1 mark and 0 for an incorrect response. Coming to the last module, that is your listening section. In this module, the first question type is summarize spoken text. In this question, you will hear an audio, and while listening to the audio, you just need to write down the important keywords. Once the audio is finished, you need to write the summary of that lecture, and you will get 10 minutes to listen and write the summary. The word count at the bottom of the screen counts the number of words you write, and the question affects the scoring of listening as well as writing. Make sure to write a minimum of 50 words but no more than 70 words. The scoring is based on different factors: form, content, grammar, vocabulary and spelling. If you are writing the correct summary without any grammatical or spelling mistake, then you will get 2 marks in each factor, and if you get 0 in content and form, then you will get 0 in all the other remaining factors. The next question type is multiple choice, multiple answers. In this question type, you will hear an audio and you will have 5 to 6 options along with the question, and according to the question you need to select the options that you think are correct. Probably 2 to 3 options will be correct, and there is negative marking in this question, so choose the option if you are confident. In reading and listening, you have an overall time, means you have to self-manage your time, and you will get 1 mark for each correct option and -1 for each incorrect option. Minimum is 0, and for example, if you select 2 options and both are correct, then you won't get -2, you will get 0 overall. The next question type is highlight correct summary. In this question type, you will hear an audio and you will get 4 options. उन चारों options में ही आपको उस lecture की summary given होगी, and you have to choose the option or summary that best relates to the recording, and you will get 1 mark if you choose the correct option and 0 for your incorrect response. This question type will affect the scoring of listening as well as reading. The next question type is multiple choice single answer. For this item type, you need to listen to the recording and answer the multiple choice question. There are several possible response options, but only one is correct. If you choose the correct option, you will get 1 mark, and this question type affects the scoring of only listening. The next question type is select missing word. In this type of question, you will hear an audio. The last word or group of words in the recording has been replaced by a beep sound. You have to select the most appropriate option to complete the recording, and you have to choose only one option. If your response is correct, then you will get 1 mark and 0 for incorrect response. This question type affects the scoring of only listening. The next question type is highlight incorrect words. In this question, you will have a transcript of an audio. Some words of the transcript have been replaced with different words. You have to highlight that incorrect word. You can unhighlight a word by clicking again on that word. If you are not sure about the word, then don't click on that word because there is negative marking in this question. In PTE, there are 3 questions in which there is negative marking. First one is your reading multiple choice multiple answers, second listening multiple choice multiple answers, and third is your highlight incorrect words. And for any wrong option chosen, 1 point is deducted, and while correct option are given 1 point. So make sure you are confident in your choices, and this question type will affect the scoring of listening as well as reading. The last question in listening module is write from dictation. In this question type, you will hear a sentence and you have to write the same sentence in the correct order using correct spelling. Your score on write from dictation is based on content. If all the words are right and spelled correctly, you receive the maximum score points for this question. And if 1 or more words are incorrect, partial credit scoring applies. Here, partial credit scoring means you will get 1 mark for each correct word and 0 for incorrect word. And there is no negative marking in this question. This question type affects the scoring of listening and writing. Now let's talk about PT exam tips, do's and don'ts. सबसे पहली चीज़ जो आपको स्पीकिंग मॉड्यूल में ध्यान देनी है वो है फ्लुएंसी। आपको ना ही ज़्यादा फास्ट बोलना है ना ही ज़्यादा स्लो बोलना है। आपकी जो स्पीड होनी चाहिए वो मॉडरेट स्पीड होनी चाहिए, अ लिटिल बिट फास्टर देन योर नेचुरल फेज। सेकेंडली, आपको कोई भी क्वेश्चन ब्लैंक नहीं छोड़ना है। आपको 3 सेकेंड से ज़्यादा पॉज नहीं लेना है। अगर आप 3 सेकेंड से ज़्यादा पॉज ले लेते हो तो आपकी रिकॉर्डिंग जो है उस क्वेश्चन के लिए ऑटोमेटिकली ऑफ हो जाएगी। अवॉइड रिपीटिंग थिंग्स और करेक्ट योरसेल्फ। अगर मैं राइटिंग स्किल्स की बात करूं तो सबसे पहली चीज़ जो आपने ध्यान रखनी है वो है कि आपको कोई भी ग्रामेटिकल या फिर स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक्स नहीं करनी है, एंड करेक्ट यूसेज ऑफ पंक्चुएशन एंड कैपिटलाइजेशन इज़ अनदर इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर। और तीसरी चीज़ ये है कि आपको राइटिंग में वर्ड लिमिट का ध्यान रखना है, आपको वर्ड लिमिट एक्सीड नहीं करनी है। और पीटी में जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर होता है जिस पे आपकी स्कोरिंग बेस्ड होती है वो है कंटेंट। So make sure कि if the question asks you to write or speak about sport, then write or speak about sports, not science. Otherwise, you will get 0 in all the other factors on which your scoring is based. And only use capitals when needed at the beginning of sentences or names, etc. And once you have finished the task, then click on the next button immediately. That's all about PTE. Thanks for watching, and if the video was helpful, please do like, comment and share.